Hello students, in your previous lectures, we have discussed with your first unit, that is your introduction to water resource engineering, which was for 5 marks. Okay, we have completed that first unit. Today, let us start with your second unit, which is hydrology, and it is having more marks. As you can see, 30 marks it is carrying with. Okay, and this chapter includes with your problems also. So one of the important chapters this is. Okay, it is having problems. Okay, many important questions with diagrams it is having. Okay, so see that when we are discussing this, you understand it properly. Clear? Let us understand now what is hydrology here. That is all about here in with your introduction. Okay, so hydrology means the science of water. Okay, so when I come up with, you have heard about hydrosphere, isn't it? What is hydrosphere? So on the globe of earth, where all the water is filled, okay, that part is known as hydrosphere. Similarly, when I come up with hydrology, everything dealing with water here. So we are going to study about water here. Okay, in water, when we come, it can be a rainfall, it can be a precipitation forms. Okay, so all about that we are going to study with this hydrology. Okay, when we come with what it is dealing with, so what we are going to study with this hydrology is estimation of water resources. So with this hydrology, okay, this study of hydrology, what we are going to find, what are the different water resources, we can find the sources of that. Okay, next, the study of processes such as precipitation, runoff, evapotranspiration, evaporation, infiltration, different processes. Okay, so about these different processes we will study, how they are interacting with each other, all that we can study. Next, we can also study with the problems such as flood and droughts. Okay, so how the flood is taking place, how we can control the floods, droughts, how we can control all these things. Okay, all that we can study with this hydrology. Clear? Next, we can also see here why this hydrology is important. So importance of hydrology, or I can say the applications where all it can be used here. Okay, so that we will see in your next topic. Now this hydrology is important as it is helping me out with the quantity of runoff can be calculated by the study of hydrology. What is this runoff? We all know. See, when the rainfall is taking place, okay, some water is infiltrated into the ground. मतलब कुछ पानी परकोलेट करके ग्राउंड के अंदर चला जाता है, बारिश होता है तब, और कुछ पानी ग्राउंड के ऊपर फ्लो करके जाता है. Clear? Now the water which is flowing on the ground, okay, when the rainfall is taking place, that water which is flowing is known as runoff. Okay, now this runoff, how much quantity is there? Okay, कैसे calculate करोगे? With the help of hydrology. Next, if you see the total quantity of water that has infiltrated, मतलब कितना पानी ग्राउंड के अंदर गया है, when the rainfall is taking place, everything is not flowing, isn't it? Initially starting में जब बारिश होता है, बहुत सारा पानी ग्राउंड के अंदर जाता है. Clear? It infiltrates and mixes with the groundwater. Now that infiltration, कितना पानी ग्राउंड के अंदर गया है, that can also be calculated with this hydrology. Clear? Next, maximum flood that can be caused. Okay, तो floods कितना हो रहा है, ये भी हम लोग find कर सकते हैं by hydrograph method here. Okay. Next, डिज़ाइन ऑफ इरिगेशन स्ट्रक्चर्स. सो डिफरेंट हाइड्रोलिक स्ट्रक्चर्स जैसे रिजर्वॉयर्स हो गया, डैम्स हो गया, कैनाल्स हो गया. ओके, ये सभी को आप डिज़ाइन कर रहे हो, प्लान कर रहे हो, कंस्ट्रक्शन कर रहे हो. इसके लिए मुझे क्या पहले चाहिए? हाइड्रोलॉजी पढ़ना है मुझे, रेनफॉल कंट्रोल, ओके, क्वांटिटी ऑफ रेनफॉल, ये सभी चीज़ आप जानने के बाद थ्रू हाइड्रोलॉजी ओनली यू कैन गो विद दिस रिजर्वॉयर्स, डैम्स, कैनाल हेडवर्क्स एंड डिफरेंट हाइड्रोलिक स्ट्रक्चर्स को कंस्ट्रक्शन अगर करना है तो हाइड्रोलॉजी इंपॉर्टेंट है. Clear? Next, if you see the quantity or the capacity of reservoir. Okay, now what is reservoir? आप पानी स्टोर कर रहे हो, डैम के बगल में जो भी पानी हम स्टोर करके रखते हैं, that is my reservoir here. Clear? In this case, रिजर्वॉयर में कितना पानी स्टोर करके रखना है, कितना क्वांटिटी रहेगा, सॉरी कितना कैपेसिटी रहेगा उसका, ये सारा चीज़ आप हाइड्रोलॉजी के थ्रू फाइंड आउट कर सकते हो. एंड विद द रेनफॉल रिकॉर्ड्स वी कैन फाइंड आउट. क्लियर? Next, if you take the determination of the site for hydroelectric power generation. Now, so we all know that with the help of water we are generating power. Clear? So whatever the electric supply we are doing or electricity generation we are doing with the help of water here, isn't it? So that suitable site कौन सा रहेगा power generation के लिए, ये सब भी आप hydrology के through find out कर सकते हो. Next, the methods for flood control. So how the flood is taking place, उसको control कैसे करना है, ये सब चीज़ आप hydrology के through कर सकते हैं. And also the sources of water supply. Now when we are supplying water here for the cities and towns, okay, so which are the sources, that all we can find out here with the help of hydrology. Clear? So this is the importance and I can say the application, the use where you can do for the hydrology. Next, let us see one more topic here, that is terms and definitions. Okay, so what are the different definitions here, or I can say different terms which will be helpful for us in your further chapter? Let us discuss that here one by one. First one is precipitation. Okay, let me read this. The condensed form of water vapor that falls to the earth's surface is precipitation. Okay, let me give you an example. So we have seen clouds clear in the sky. Now these clouds, whenever they fall, okay, they fall only in the form of rainfall? No, isn't it? अब ये क्लाउड जो है मुझे स्नोफॉल की तरह भी नीचे आ सकते हैं, ओके, बारिश की तरह रेनफॉल के थ्रू भी नीचे आ सकते हैं, फॉग की तरह भी नीचे आ सकते हैं, ओके, हेलस्टोन्स मतलब वो जो बर्फ आप देखते हो नीचे गिरता है, isn't it? छोटे छोटे आइस जो नीचे गिरता है, isn't it? Now that in that form also it can come down, okay. So whatever these clouds are there, they are coming down to the earth in the condensed form. Okay, and when they're coming down on the earth here, it can be in different forms, like your rain is there, snowfall is there, fog is there, hail is there, sleet is there, drizzle is there, different forms. Okay, they come down on the earth and that is known as your precipitation. Okay, मतलब snowfall, rainfall, hailstones, ये सभी जो बारिश का जो सभी clouds के थ्रू नीचे आता है, that is known as your precipitation here. Clear? Next, if you see rainfall, so we all know what is rainfall now. Okay, so the liquid form of precipitation, मतलब clouds के through अगर पानी की तरह कुछ नीचे आ रहा है, liquid form में आ रहा है, okay, that is known as your rainfall here. Okay, that is known as your rainfall. And how we are going to measure this rainfall is with the help of your rain gauge instruments. Clear? Next, if you take interception. Now the part of precipitation is intercepted or obstructed by the trees and other obstructions. Now see, let us go with not precipitation, we'll go with rainfall only, okay, because we can understand this properly. So whenever the rainfall is taking place, is that all the rain reaching the ground? No. Clear? अभी जो भी बारिश का पानी है, बारिश जब भी हो रहा है, सारा बारिश सिर्फ ग्राउंड पे होता है? नहीं, कुछ बारिश का पानी ट्रीज पे जाता है, कुछ बारिश का पानी आई कैन से बिल्डिंग्स पे जाता है, कुछ व्हीकल्स पे जा रहा है, अलग अलग ऑब्स्ट्रक्शंस पे जाता है, isn't it? तो ये जहाँ जहाँ बारिश का पानी ऑब्स्ट्रक्ट हो रहा है, कैप्चर हो रहा है, दैट इज नोन एज माई इंटरसेप्शन. Clear? Now in this case, I will not only go with rainfall, it can be your precipitation also. So all this precipitation, where all it is intercepted, where all it is obstructed, whether it can be trees, it can be buildings, it can be vehicles, different obstructions. So that part of rainfall, that part of precipitation is known as interception here. Clear? Next, if you see depression storage. So after interception, matlab after whatever is obstructed, the remaining part of precipitation reaches the ground and this part is filling the small depressions in the ground. Okay, now in this case if I have to say whatever the rain water is there, okay, ये रेन वाटर कुछ ट्रीज पे चला गया, कुछ बिल्डिंग्स पे गया, कुछ व्हीकल्स पे गया. नेक्स्ट इट इज कमिंग डाउन ऑन द ग्राउंड ऑल्सो, तो कुछ बारिश का पानी ग्राउंड पे भी हो रहा है. अब ये ग्राउंड पे जो भी गड्ढे रहते हैं, छोटे छोटे पॉट होल्स रहते हैं, गड्ढे रहते हैं, वहाँ पे जो पानी एक्यूमुलेट होकर बैठा है, स्टोर होकर बैठा है, दैट वाटर इज नोन और दैट पार्ट इज नोन एज योर डिप्रेशन स्टोरेज. डिप्रेशंस आर नथिंग बट जो भी गड्ढे हैं, जो भी स्मॉल होल्स है, पॉट होल्स है, क्लियर, वहाँ पे जो भी पानी स्टोर हुआ है, क्लियर, दैट पार्ट इज नोन एज योर डिप्रेशन स्टोरेज. क्लियर? नेक्स्ट इफ यू सी infiltration. What is infiltration? Whatever the water is penetrating into the ground. So whenever the rainfall is taking place or whenever the snowfall, or I can say precipitation is taking place, the part of water which is penetrating into the ground, अभी पानी पेनिट्रेट करके कहाँ पे जा रहा है, ग्राउंड वाटर में मिक्स हो रहा है, दैट प्रोसेस इज नोन एज योर इन्फिल्ट्रेशन. क्लियर. नेक्स्ट सरफेस रन ऑफ. व्हाट इज द सरफेस रन ऑफ? अभी बारिश हो रहा है, ओके, बारिश का पानी कुछ इन्फिल्ट्रेट हो गया, क्लियर, कुछ डिप्रेशंस गड्ढों में चला गया और एक्सेस स्टिल बारिश हो रहा है. नो दैट वाटर स्टार्ट्स फ्लोइंग ऑन द ग्राउंड. ओके, नो दैट वाटर after infiltration, after depression storage, okay, after I can say interception, still the rainfall is taking place, still the precipitation is there. Now that water which is flowing, okay, that is your surface runoff. Clear. So you can see here a large portion of precipitation left after infiltration, मतलब ground के अंदर जाने के बाद में flows over the ground surface, and where it is mixing, it is mixing the rivers and water bodies, which is known as your surface runoff here. Clear. Next, last one, if you see, catchment, which is also known as drainage basin, river basin or watershed. Now what is this? A land area, so where the rainfall is taking place. Okay, so any land where the rainfall is taking place and there the rainwater is flowing and then it mixes the water bodies. Clear. So that land area is known as your catchment or drainage basin. Let me read this. So you can see a catchment is an extent of land, okay, where the water from rain or snow melts down, okay, and flows to the water bodies such as rivers or lakes or oceans. Clear. So any land where the rainfall or I can say precipitation is taking place and whatever the water is there, that is flowing and mixing with the water bodies, that is known as your catchment area here. Clear. So we'll stop it here. So these I can say definitions which are there, these are very important. It can be a simple 1 mark question or it can be like a 5 mark questions also one by one. So see that you all go through this because these small little definitions are the ones which are used in your further chapter, and the meaning or the understanding of these topics are very, very important. Clear. So in case you don't understand or have any confusion, you can ask me, okay, and clear with your doubts. We'll stop it here. Thank you.